What's up, guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring Kita Edition! Alright, as you may recall, I started last episode by hopping into the Caria Crystal Tunnel because I'm sick of saying I'm going to do it and not doing it, so let's do it. Shall I? Yes, I shall. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going to do it by just immediately going the wrong way. I think that's the way. So, I finally finished up most things in my main game, although I'd screwed myself out of getting one of the weapons, and that really sucks. So I have every single achievement except for one that I cannot get unless I go into New Game Plus, or hopefully during this playthrough, honestly. I plan on getting all the legendary weapons. Alright, Somber Smithing Stone 2, very nice. I don't know if I ever got this Somber Smithing Stone 3, not that it's a big deal. You know what I want to start doing, by the way, is figuring out who all these statues are. There's a couple that I know, but I'm going to start commenting on them too, because it will start actually making a lot of difference for lore stuff, like which statues where and why, I think. So, I think that's going to be worth commenting on a lot. One thing that is worth mentioning too, though, is, of course, because we're in Liurnia, whereas like Academy of Rhea Lucaria's was all up, and Caria, and they're not super big about the Erd Tree and faith. They're all about magic and spells. Oh my! For that reason, you probably won't find much Marika stuff here. I think there's some, but it's probably going to be a lot of Radigan, you know, since Radigan's the one who married Lady Rena as opposed to Marika stuff. So that would be my assumption. You know what they say about people who make assumptions? When it's Dave and when it's Kita, they're always right. That's what I think the saying goes as, right? Pretty positive about this, actually. So, I'm just gonna roll with that. Because it's definitely true. I love getting extra health from doing, like, visceral attacks on enemies. It's awesome. So I'm going to do one on this so I don't even have to heal. Give me that health, Crystal Miner. Give me that health. I love it. Alright, cracked crystals I'm sure are for crafting something that I don't know. Now I'm going to pray that I don't fall off here because I've actually done it before. Not this spot right here, but I was climbing this and I fell off one of these. I think it was probably this. No, okay, I fell off here. Be good. Okay. Whew. Scary stuff. Smithing Stone 3, though, and I need that, so totally worth it. And a Somber Smithing Stone 3 that I don't care about yet, but maybe eventually I will. Alright, and that's all that's up on that area. So let's head on down further into the tunnel. And yeah, when I made a guide for this area for GameSpot, this was actually where I recommended people go first, basically, of the first true dungeon to tackle. I think that this one's a little bit easier. Also, the main thing is that you can see I'm getting all these smithing stones because it's a tunnel, smithing stone 3, stuff like that. At this point, you probably should have all the smithing stone 2s you need. So, it's really going to be for the smithing stone 3s, but also on top of that, another really important factor is going to be what we get from the boss here, who I think is pretty simple. So, especially compared to last. I already talked about it, and I can say it again. But now, if you're just tuning in for the first time, you won't know. So, who knows? I actually do wonder how many people hop into Let's Plays late. You know, like how many people just started watching midway through. Because I noticed, I was just looking through my stuff, and my Stormveil episode has more views than like every episode around it. It has more views than the Godric one, which kind of surprised me. I thought people would want to see like how to beat Godric or strategies on that. It has more views than like episodes before, so it's like people just hopped in for that one episode during the middle of a Let's Play and were like, this is what I'm doing now. I'm just gonna watch a random Let's Play in the middle of it. I mean, I don't mind. It's like, sometimes I don't think I really get going on my Let's Plays until a few episodes in, but I'm curious. I'm curious now if like anyone watching this is like your first episode, or you started watching midway through and were like, sure, I'll stick with this one. this Let's Play. Makes me real curious, you know? Alright, Golden Rune 5. Thank you very much. I think that's actually everything in this little under area here, to be honest. I don't think there's any illusory walls in this dungeon. I could always check, but I don't think so. Alright, so I came down that way. Let's finish going to the back part here, because I just murdered people without doing it. Another Smithing Stone 3. I should have enough now. Oh, another one. Nice. Should have enough now. Yeah, I can finish leveling up my weapon, so that's pretty sick. Do I have any Smithing Stone 4s? I do. So sweet. I could get it to 10 at this point. So that would be really nice. Cool. That's awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome news. This one's going down, not up. Okay. Well, it always seems to be on the left side, doesn't it? For if I want to do the drop-down method like this. But yeah, I was playing my game, my personal game, and like I said, just finishing up sides quest stuff. And I mostly got through it, so that's nice. Wait a second. What? Oh, that's how high up this is. Damn, this is really high up. I didn't realize it was so... I knew it was high, but that is super high up. I'm trying to think if there's any interesting stuff. I guess there was another ending I didn't realize I didn't get. So as it turns out, there are actually 6 endings to the game. I thought there were 5. So they're quite a lot. I don't think it's a spoiler saying that, and there are 2 that I messed up, so that really sucks. That I just can't go back and do. And yeah, there's a weapon. I have every achievement except for one, which is the legendary armaments one, and getting all the weapons. Or legendary weapons, specifically. And it's the only weapon I missed. The only one is, of course, the only one that you can't, that, like, you can lock yourself out of getting. So that really sucks. So, yeah, I just have to decide if New Game Plus or this is going to be the way I do it. Like, I might just try to, like, roll through New Game Plus and see if I can just, like, really quickly get it. And basically, like, what I'm considering doing is, doing the, what's it called? Save scumming. It's like save scumming on my PS5. So I can try to just get it, get the achievement, and then go back to just being at the end of the game. Because a lot of times I need footage at the end of the game for videos and stuff like that. So you just never know what I'll end up needing footage of. So it's always bad for me to go into New Game Plus just in that regard. Apparently somebody beat the game in under an hour today as I'm recording, which I'm curious about. I do know for certain a fast way to beat it, but I never thought an hour or under an hour. I was thinking like, oh, you could probably beat the game in like a couple hours, maybe a few hours, especially if you like figure out how to quickly level up. I wonder if it's a glitch thing though. I wonder if it's I mean, it's always going to be an any % run but I wonder if it's going to be a glitch thing. Yeah, I don't like for a 100% run. I just don't know if there's going to be any speed runs ever of this game for 100%. It's just so massive. I think they're all going to be any % runs. Okay. Oh yeah, so these guys, these marionette guys, you see all over Ray of Caria. You're going to see a lot of them. I think it was Elizabeth Cassidy mentioned that maybe it was like a Celia thing, I think. But yeah, it's actually really a Ray of Caria thing. I also found out a lot more about what's going on with the woman here who looks a lot like Sorceress Selene. It's really hard to tell because they're both wearing masks, so that's why it's like you can't really tell for sure. But I found out, I finished that quest line actually, and I know exactly what's going on with that. So something that I'll talk about as I progress the quest line, but until I progress it, I don't want to spoil anything with it, so I'm not going to touch on it yet. All right, anyways, I think that's this cave wrapped up. I just made this shortcut. Oh, here we go. One more area for me to go into. I like how they're looking at crystals. That's a fun detail. But these guys are puppets. Why are the puppets looking at crystals? Why? Oh, God. I didn't see you. I didn't see you back there. You were too dark. You blended in. I like how I just have arrows sticking out of me. It always cracks me up. Ooh, crystal knife. Sick. Let's look at it. A knife made by sharpening hard crystal. Signature weapon of glintstone miners. Used as a tool to extract glintstone from broken rock, and as such, a faint magic enwreaths the blade. So that basically confirms that these guys are mining for glintstone, and that's what they use. So, yeah. Wait, am I going the right way? I guess I am. It just keeps on going deeper and deeper. I thought I was at the end. Yet here we are, even deeper in. I was assuming because of that elevator that there wouldn't be a Stake of America, but you know what they say about people who assume. When it's me, it's always right. Uh-oh. I just woke up everybody with that. Everyone's mad at me now. Everyone's mad at Kita. Uh-oh. Why you guys gotta get spells now? You're miners. Why do you have spells? Their tool is so cool that they use with the, like, that it has the sparks flying out and everything. Alright, anyways. You need to stop casting spells at me. Thanks. Alright, let's see my gold mine here. Smithing stone 3, smithing stone 3, smithing stone 3. Somber smithing stone. Alright, I now have more than enough smithing stones than for what I need. But I was starting to doubt my own guide by this the beginning where I told people to go into that one hard dungeon. Now I'm really glad that at least I followed up with telling them to go here right away, because this is definitely a good idea for any melee build. I actually just finished writing a guide for post-Liurnia too, which is going up on GameSpot in a couple days, I think. So, yeah, it's like my entire life is just Elden Ring, which, you know what, that's okay. That's okay. It's like Elden Ring here, Elden Ring there, Elden Ring all day, all my free time is just Elden Ring, baby. Actually, not all my free time. It was at first. I was basically playing slash writing slash making videos for 12 to 14 hours a day every day for a couple weeks. And now my schedule's finally gone back to more like 10 hours. So not so bad comparatively. Shatter Earth, I think, is what I got. I'm just going to double check the other ones. Yeah. One of the glintstone sorceries of the Academy of Rhea Lucaria, a stone digger sorcery used by the glintstone miners of the Crystal Tunnel. At the Academy, use of this sorcery was a stigma that marked out failed scholars. That's interesting. I guess they just consider it to be beneath them. That'd be my guess, because it's used by the miners. So it's probably just one of those intricacies of like, oh, this is beneath us. I'm surprised that this puppet guy didn't wake up. Oh, it's not a puppet. It's a miner. I take it back. Surprised he didn't wake up, but hey, woke you up in the most brutal fashion. But anyways, yeah, most of my free time now is finally back to like exercising, because I like trying to work out twice a day if I can. I'm at least getting once a day in, but that's just who I am. And then always it's been like on top of this, like finishing up wedding planning and honeymoon planning and stuff like that. So which actually I leave for in less than a week at this point. So yeah, there's gonna be a break in the Let's Plays, so you guys I'm sure you guys understand. So just so you're aware, unfortunately there's gonna be a break, but I'm sure you guys all understand. So I'm hoping that I can finish the Academy of Rhea Lucaria by then. There's a chance I might try to prepare a couple episodes for while I'm gone, but we'll see what time permits, because I'm also ultra busy preparing content for GameSpot for while I'm gone. I'm trying to prep a bunch of videos for them and do VO and all that, and just get like all the footage ready, so while I'm gone, someone else can just take over and do the voiceover. Or sorry, I'm doing the voiceover, just someone can take over and do the edit. And I'll have like all the footage sorted out for them and things like that. So this dungeon took a lot longer than I thought it would to get through, but here we are at the Crystallian. And remember how I was talking about how, like, last episode I was like, oh man, I had to fight 2. This will be way better because I'm only fighting 1. So yeah, there you go. Only fighting 1, which is very nice. I think one more hit and I'll break it. Yeah, so now it's broken, and it'll be extremely easy to destroy because everything just staggers the hell out of it and does massive damage. And yeah, flawless victory. That's nice. For some reason I thought I had 18,000 runes before, and I don't know what happened to that. Important thing here is we get the Smithing Stone Miner's Bell Bearing. So I want to point this out because this is why I was telling people to go here. The bell bearing of a miner who once dug for smithing stone. Offered to the Twin Maiden, husks at the round table hold to gain access to the following items: Smithing Stone 1 and 2, and Glintstone Scrap. So now you can purchase infinite Smithing Stones. You just go to the round table hold, give this to the husk, as it mentioned, and bam, infinite Smithing Stones. Just double checking there's nothing else in here. And, oh, you're allowed to just warp? I didn't know that. Actually, I'm going to go to the entrance, that way I can be outside and not have to go back up the elevator lift. But, yeah, anyways, that's why I think it's really good to go here right away. Obviously, and now, while I'm set on my weapon, the nice thing is that if I didn't like it, now it's pretty easy to start switching to another weapon. So I'll come back to you when I figure out how to drop you, because actually something I still haven't figured out as much as I've done. The good thing is, I don't know. There is no good thing to that. I don't know why I was even saying that. Oh, the good thing is that I don't have any remembrances that would even work with this guy, I don't think, right now. I doubt Godric does, and I already dropped the guy who works with Godric, so doesn't even matter. Oh, there's a Spirit Spring here. That's nice. I'm actually going to head up the Spirit Spring to get a Site of Grace and talk to another Finger Maiden. And then I can actually just roll right back down that Spirit Spring. So, super nice, actually. And, you know, actually, maybe what would be worth doing, too, before I forget. Let's upgrade my weapon first, actually. Let's go back and upgrade that, and then we'll talk to the Finger Maiden and head up north some more. All right, Finger Maiden, you are this way. And actually, you know what I can also do is like go ahead and show off the husk and using the bell bearing.
Well, I took you for no matter. Lay out your arms.
All right. So let's get this to, yeah, +8. That's nice. And then another one, +9. So, yeah, quite a bit nicer now for my Dragon Slayer. So that's pretty nice. Costs a lot of runes, so actually it was a good thing that I got those runes. I don't think I had enough to level up, so figured I might as well do this. Finger Maiden Husk is over this way. And I'll go ahead and talk to it first. So, you can see all these things are available for purchase right now. But if I offer a bell bearing now, Smithing Stone 1 and 2 are available to purchase, as well as that, I believe it's there, Glintstone Scrap. I think that's what it was, right? So, yeah, good stuff. Okay, let's go back to the East Ray of Lucaria Gate. Oh, you know what? I also think I found the final golden seed, too. I think I found all the golden seeds at this point. I think I found 40 golden seeds. Unless there's one that I just spotted that I forgot to get in my main game, which would make 41. Okay, so other thing is where I'm at right now. Here you can see another entrance, but I cannot go in once again. It's still sealed. Doesn't matter which way. Oh, wait. Oh! I'm so stupid. I forgot that I got the... I forgot. I got the Glintstone key, so I actually was allowed to enter. Totally forgot about that. Well, you know what? While I'm here, might as well show off a couple things that I didn't realize for a while. Obviously, the entrance is over there. And I saw these seals, and I just kind of figured there's nothing behind them for some reason, or I couldn't go past, but you can just run right past. This was something I missed because I am dumb, so... oh my god, I didn't realize that you could almost die there. Here's another one of the golden seeds. So this is actually one of the ones I just found that I didn't know about. So let's go ahead and grab that. I think it'll actually be faster just to warp right back to the main academy gate. So I'll do that just because save a little tiny bit of time. And then, oh, it started raining. Oh, man. All right, and now we're going to go the other way. And I'm actually going to want to buy something when we go down here. And this could kind of be fun to show here. So, in Elden Ring, there aren't any things, essentially. There's not a single thing that you can choose at the beginning that will screw you over, that is like a choice that you can never get in the game. So, as an example that we've already done before, while I think the Golden Seed is the best choice, you can actually find you can find more than enough golden seeds throughout the game where you don't need it. So, like, don't feel bad if you didn't get it. You get way more than enough golden seeds, way more than you need. So you don't need to worry about the golden seed or like missing that choice. Similarly, the stone sword keys you find plenty of, so you don't need to worry about stone sword key. Yeah, I probably don't need to attack these guys. I'm just doing it just in case because I didn't want to get ambushed by a bunch of wolves. All right, you need to stop. You need to stop, wolf. You're doing way too good against me, and I'm not about that life. I'm not about that. All right, just one more hit. There we go. So yeah, stone sword keys you can get again way more than you need in the game. You don't need to worry about that one. One of the starting gift, that's a talisman you can get, and he actually has
How can I help?
another one. So the Fanged Imp Ashes, this is where you get them. So he sells them, and this is the ashes that you could choose as a starting gift. Okay, Revenants, I don't remember what it says. Not that interesting to me. Frenzied Flame Village just tells you to stay away, so that is a stupid note. This is also where you buy, I guess I'll just look at it, the Blue Koth Cowl in this set, which is for the warrior. The cowl of a nomadic warrior, the blue color of his fabric symbolizes brisk waters, as fluid and flowing as the sword in the hand of its wearer. Just as still as waters turn foul, stagnation leads to decay. Warriors must remain ever drifting. And this looks awfully similar to that one talisman that I got in before. Alright, once I pick up this item, I'm going to get ambushed by a grafted scion kind of guy, and I don't feel like fighting it. I don't think you get anything for beating it, but the Celestial do there. Oh wait, no, never mind, it's a Bloodhound. It's this guy, that's fine. I don't mind him. We can deal with him. Alright. That was just my bad. That was stupid of me. And, oh my god! Dang! Dang! Alright, I'm gonna reload. You know, I'm realizing now that I had so few runes, it really doesn't matter, but now it's just like a matter of principle. I'm like, oh man, this ass. I need to deal with him properly. Hopefully the wolves I just ran past don't do anything. I see you up there. I see you. Uh-oh. Alright. Honestly, he has such an easy pattern. It makes me sad. Like, really mad at myself whenever I mess it up. But it was my fault for getting greedy before. Alright, so that's all we find along the edges here. So let's go ahead and head back to the East Ray Lucaria gate. And now I'll head back down. I'm going to come to, like I said, I'm going to come through, finish Academy of Ray Lucaria stuff way later in the game. Alright, anyways, Bellum Highway. And we'll find a finger reader over here. So let's go talk to this finger reader now.
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your fingers. Oh, what a pity it is to be without the right. All you can do is stand at a loss, without even the half-crescents that wish to behold. Before the unmoving, unfeeling grand lift ahead. Or are you planning to throw yourself to the waters? To find the coward's passage through the dim cavern?
Yo, the coward's passage is well worth it. Well worth it. Alright, so basically what she's got for us, and now I'm starting to think maybe I should have had the Bellum Church real quickly just to get it. Anyways, so basically she's talking about the Grand Lift Adectus, and it's right up ahead of me. And we have one of the medallions for it from Fort Height, which, oh, it's a key item, excuse me. Key item, Fort Height. So there you go. We have one of the medallions there. And that's what she's referring to, like the half crescents. So the other one I could go to at Fort Ferrith, but I'm not going to yet. All right, so anyways, next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and leap down. Yeah, I think it's like right over here. You can also head down those tombstones there, but now that I know the Spirit Spring method, that seems like a way faster way to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Sweet. So much faster. So much faster. What you got? Somber Smithing Stone 3, thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, now let's head to the other side. Wait a second. Huh? I don't remember this. It's just, it's not on the map. That's why I'm confused by it, honestly. Like, I don't, unless it's like just off to the other side of the map that I don't have the fragment for, which I'm actually about to get. Hopefully I don't die going for this, though. No, it's not. Why isn't this on the map? That's weird. Like, usually these ones are. It's just, not a big deal. I'm just surprised. Alright, Smithing Stone 2 wasn't a big deal. Okay. And this island is going to have a... this one is going to be... I got distracted by wedding tech stuff. Sorry. Yeah, so this one's going to be a Site of Grace and a puzzle, actually. So we're at the Sorcerer's Isle, and I think this is called Tetsu's Rise or something like that. I just want to see the name. Yep, Tetsu's Rise. That was close. All right, so the puzzle. Seek 3 wise beasts. Well, what is wise? Let's go look through our lore, actually, and we can find out. Turtles are known as nutritious ingredients, symbolic of an inexhaustible power. However, those who hold turtles to be wise creatures consider the practice of eating their meat to be barbarous. So, the wise creature that it refers to is a turtle. Right. And we already did one of these, so now I'm remembering that. So this isn't the first one that we've dealt with. So there is one hard one to find here. I don't remember how far out the turtles go on this one, but they actually might go pretty far out. The hardest one to find, luckily I have a bow for. I actually didn't have a bow my first time doing this, that I could equip. So I found, I was like, what the hell? How do I get it? Okay, it's on one of these trees, and I'm not seeing it. That's weird. I wonder if it just doesn't spawn until you hit, like, maybe you have to do a certain order of the turtles before you see other ones. That actually might be the case. All right, so one turtle down. Let's see if the other turtle appeared. Because it should be me looking at the trees. I specifically remember that one because it was the last one I found. Oh, there it is. There it is. I was looking at the wrong tree. All right, you can do a double jump to get up to it. You can, but it's very difficult to do. So I recommend using an arrow or a spell, but wait, did I actually get it? It looks like it's gone, so I guess so. I didn't hear the noise, but I have the volume so far down. Alright, I guess I got it because I'm not seeing it anymore. So I don't remember where the final one is, but it might actually be lower down at the bottom of this this rise. So yeah, silly me doing the whole lore thing about the turtles and the wise and wisdom when we already did one of these puzzles. But I don't remember talking about the lore part of it before, so that's all good then. Okay, it might be actually up there, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and drop down there. Yeah, there's a puzzle way later on where the turtles are very hard to find. So and they don't always have to be right next to the thing, as I found out the hard way. Alright, please don't kill me for going down here. Thank you. I was honestly pretty scared. I was pretty scared. Now, to be honest, I thought I'd be higher up, so now I'm worried that I did this wrong. Oh, man. I wish I just knew where the turtle was. Wondering if I should, like, fast forward with Diddy Kong Racing music again. And, yeah, this is the one I wanted to get up on. I really feel like it's up there, though, so I'm going to leave the recording on for a moment before I default to Diddy Kong Racing music and speed up, but if it's not here, maybe I'll do that. Oh, there it is. I was right. Okay. Yo! Haha, I got him with a torch. Nice. Alright. So, I believe if I remember correctly, the last one had a memory stone in it. I think this one probably does too. But it's basically always going to be like something related to sorcerers, but it's not always a memory stone. Although it's a good bet that a lot of times it will be. So, you know. Also, just to show you guys that these paintings are never the paintings that you can activate for the painting search. So, that's worth pointing out too. It's never going to be one of these ones in here. At least in my experience, unless there's one that I didn't realize was. It's just background decoration, basically. Alright. Memory stone. Sweet. So let's drop back down to the Sorcerer's Isle the fast way. And you know, the exciting thing is I think I'm actually going to have time to start Caria Manor today, so that's pretty cool, because Caria Manor is awesome. It's actually one of my favorite legacy dungeons, I think. I mean, look, it's not technically... I don't know how they consider legacy dungeons. I'm considering it a legacy dungeon because it's bigger. To me, a legacy dungeon is the one that you can, in my mind, is the dungeons that you can warp out of, and that isn't in like a tunnel or a cave. So those are, to me, what I'm considering legacy dungeons in my own brain. To the left is some really cool stuff, specifically up there. Those are the 4 belfries, but I'm not going to go to that just yet. However, I will go here and get this map fragment. I'm going to do that. Alright, Liurnia West. And I just want to double check to see. I think I've gotten all the sites of grace along here that I know of. So, obviously not this whole left part. So, I'm going to come down and do all this left stuff later. There's a War Master Shack I definitely need to do and hit up. There's an Everjail there. Here's the 4 belfries. There's an encampment there. But for now, I'm going to head up this way into here, which is Caria Manor. And then obviously there's like all of this East Liurnia stuff that I have to do. So, quite a bit. And then after that, the Academy of Caria, which actually, now that I think about it, I don't know if I will have time to do it before I leave. Because I'm probably going to hit up Seofor River first. And maybe even the Einsel River. I don't know. I'm deciding with that stuff, but... I was looking at how many episodes I already have, and it's just insane how massive this game is. Because I already have, I think, like, I don't know. I think I might already be at the point where I would have been done with Demon Souls, which is on my Let's Play channel. Ah, EG, forgive me. These royal grounds were placed in our trust, but we stood no chance. By the way, I don't think I've found any interesting items here, as a heads up, in the King's Realm ruins. I actually found there's an illusory wall here, which is pretty cool. But I don't think I found any, like, really, like, whoa, that's a cool item type of thing here, so... kind of drove me crazy. So, if you guys know, like, some secret cellar I'm missing, please let me know. But yeah, so right here is an illusory wall. I just want to see what's on the other side, because I opened it up right away. Oh, wait, is that illusory wall the only way to proceed? Maybe that's what it is. It's just a way to proceed. I didn't think you, like, needed to hit it before. I just thought it was, like... I guess you don't really need it to proceed. It looks like I can double jump here and entirely... Yeah, I can entirely skip it. And I could probably also drop down there. And no, I guess I can't. So, alright, basically, it's just there. It's probably, actually, now that I think about it, a way to teach you about illusory walls. Because it looks obvious that there should be a path here, so you might just think to, like, run into it or do something. And the guys kept on appearing near it to try to bait you into hitting it. But now we're going to talk to Iji, who's a very interesting character. Who actually, if I finish Blythe's quest the proper way, in a sense, by, I guess, if you help out Blythe with Darwell, he actually tells you to come talk to Iji, who's here.
Well, look at you. We don't receive many visitors. I presume you are tarnished? What brings you here?
Oh, something that's worth pointing out, by the way. See that helmet that he's wearing? So the helmet that he's wearing, if you look, it's actually very similar to the Nox mirror helm. It is a mirror helm styled helmet. So, worn by those committed to high treason, it wards off the intervention of the greater will and its vassal fingers. Interesting stuff, and I want you to think about that.
Oh, pardon me. It's hardly my place to ask, is it? I am E.G., a blacksmith who once served the Carian royals. An old codger who refuses to retire his rusty hammer. So here I am, still quietly plying my trade on this spot. Perhaps you'd like a display? These bones are old, but still able.
All right, let's see what he sells. He sells somber smithing stones 1 through 4. That's cool. And he can also act as a blacksmith who will get it past the 3. Oh, I didn't notice that he actually, when you did that, picked that up and started doing that. I had no idea. I've actually never seen that animation. That's interesting. That's cool.
Watch out there. When I'm absorbed in my smithing, I lose sight of all else. If you come too close, I'm apt to cause you harm. I am, after all, terribly large compared to you, Tarnished. You don't know how hard it is not to break anything while I work.
So also, he's one of the trolls. I guess just worth pointing out that he's of that race.
Brave Tarnished. A word of warning, if you please. This territory once belonged to the Carian royal family. Their manor lies not far beyond this point. When the Raya Lucaria Academy turned on the Carians, the Knights of the Cuckoo descended on this tract. After leveling it, they carried on to the manor. The Carians were taken off guard, but their strength had not waned, and they repelled the Knights' onslaught by conjuring an enchanted snare that remains potent to this day. That is why I say, Tarnished, don't go near the manor unless you wish to lie with the corpses of the heedless Knights of the Cuckoo.
Knights of the Cuckoo. Okay, before I talk to him more about it, let's talk about the Knights of the Cuckoo. So, again, this gives us a bunch of lore that essentially the Academy of Raya Lucaria actually rebelled against Caria Manor. And to be honest, I'm not sure exactly why. I don't remember, but it's just worth noting. And the Knights of the Cuckoo are part of the Academy of Raya Lucaria, not the Carians. And again, just to show you, Caria is right over here. They actually founded, to my understanding, the Academy of Raya Lucaria, which is there. Hence the name, the reason why the names are so similar.
Something else. I've explained of the enchanted snare. Whatever you do.
Yeah, so he doesn't. He just says basically the same thing when you ask him about it again. So thank you for your advice, EG, but I am not going to listen to you at all. Oh, another thing about EG that I find interesting is that he has like a gravestone in him right there. You can see like buried within him. And I honestly don't know the meaning of it. It's something that I'm probably going to have to figure out exactly like what the symbol is on it and that sort of thing and why he would have that. And I'm not sure if all the trolls have that and I just haven't noticed, but I'm not sure. And I specifically note that with him. Okay, road to the manor, and this is telling you that this is an important area, basically, when it does that. It's the Guidance of Grace stuff, so... Man, it's insane. Like, I made a joke about this one thing on Twitter, where somebody was, like, complaining about right when they left, there was no guidance. And I just kind of thought it was funny, because, like, in the game, you see the Guidance of Grace, and it's called the Guidance of Grace, A. And then B, beyond that, the lore-wise, certain NPCs stop seeing the guidance of grace after a while, certain tarnish. So I was like, oh, this is a funny joke to me. I can make a joke out of this. So I kind of like made a joke about it. I don't think a lot of people got that the joke was just that the fact that I was basically, oh, this lonely tarnish is so sad that right away they can't see the guidance of grace. And the main joke was just the fact that like he's like a tarnish in the game who stops seeing the guidance of grace eventually, but he couldn't see it right away. Since he said there was no guidance in the game right away. He didn't know where to go, and he didn't like the game for that reason, basically, and got bored. This is just like a snarky way to make fun of it in my mind, and like not necessarily. I didn't mean to be like mean. It was just sort of funny to me, given the lore. And that tweet took off. I think it's like the craziest any tweet I've ever done has gotten, with like I think like last I looked at like 18,000 likes and like hundreds and hundreds of retweets. It was insane. Anyways, it was just more like an interesting thing to me. It's like Twitter doesn't matter very much to me. It really is just like a way for me to better interact with people who watch my videos, because it's just an easier way, since like sometimes comments can be super long and harder for me to respond to on YouTube channels, my YouTube channel and other mediums, whereas like at least people there can kind of keep comments quick, so it's easier for me just to respond in that regard. Yeah, anyways, I just found it fascinating. I was like, whoa, this did like bonkers. That's weird. Yeah, the other thing for me, since I do on-camera hosting stuff, is honestly follower count on sites like Twitter and Instagram matter to people who try to hire you. But mine is not nearly high enough for it to matter, which is fine. It's like, it's unfortunate in the sense of like, man, I'd like to get more gigs, but otherwise it's like, I'm not really hurting for it, or I don't care about the follower account other than just like, oh, it'd be nice for getting more gigs, essentially. Alright, the resting place of the contemptible cuckoos, lost in the siege of Caria Manor. I like how they have a graveyard for them there. Even though they're contemptible, they still let them have a graveyard right out front. You know, I don't know if I ever really looked at what was out front here, which is why I'm checking right now, just to see if there's anything interesting before I head into Caria. And I'm very excited to go to Caria. Okay, I mean, there's probably gonna be something back here. The fact that, like, it's pretty big. Oh, okay, we get one of these guys. That's cool. So there'll be an Ash of War, I guess. Let's try to find what his circle path is going to be. Alright. You're coming back. Oh, I swung the wrong way. I bet he's going to do a figure 8 and come back here. Yeah. Okay, let's go down actually off of my guy. There we go. Ash of War Hoarfrost Stomp. Let's take a look at it. Ash of War, where are you? Hoarfrost Stomp. Gives an armament the cold affinity and the following skill. Trail of freezing mist on the ground. Mist applies the frost status effect. So no lore that I'm aware of, unless that like a Hoarfrost is something that's like super important. I'm not currently aware of. Alright, I think that's everything to this side here, so I'll go ahead and warp back to Caria. And hey, let's jump in. Let's do some Caria stuff. That'll be fun. Caria time. The best, because we get the introduction to some of my favorite enemies in the game, these giant creepy spider hands. So honestly, that really is why I love Caria. It's just for the creepy spider hands, just because they're so creepy. It's amazing. There's a lot of little secret nooks in Caria, as it is a legacy dungeon. So, yeah, also, whoops, I thought I had bad timing there. Yeah, these guys don't always get stun locked by this weapon, but they do have a good timing for dodging, which is, where did that hand go? I thought I just saw a hand, like a smaller one. Anyways, they do have a good timing for dodging, which is when they try to punch you with their fist. And also, there's a lot of hidden ones in the ground here, trapped ones that are creepy and awesome and good to look out for. This guy I thought might be an NPC when I first saw him, but he ain't. Glintstone Craftsman is cooked with 6. Also, there's those traps all over the ground too. So you have to watch out for those sword traps and spells while you're in Caria. So Caria is, to my understanding, the real birthplace of astrology, and therefore the true birthplace of glintstone sorceries and sorcery in general. I'm pretty positive. So, like I said, they founded the Academy of Real Lucaria, if I'm remembering correctly. So that tells you a lot about Caria here, and I think it's a royal class who live in Caria. So, really cool area. The hands are going to be something that we see a lot more of. It's interesting that they have this like theme with hands in the game in general. Yeah, that sword's another one of those. Trying to get you ones. I feel like I missed something, but was there like a ladder or something up here? Why do I feel like I missed something? Maybe I'm just surprised that that's it, I guess. Okay. I guess maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Oh, right. Alright. Get one of the fingers. That's cool. I thought... Yeah, I guess he can't come up to visit me upstairs. Oh my god. It would be nice if I could get away. But I can't. Oh my god. Oh my god! I can't believe I survived that. I mean, I might not survive further, but... At least I've survived the first round of attacks. Somehow. That was ridiculous. I think I'd like to do my Oscar nomination for my wonderful healing that I have going on. Otherwise, I'm certain I would have died there. I am certain of it. Alright, Somber Smithing Stone 2. I feel like the big hand dropped that. So we're going to have to watch out for hands that look like spider things, like crawl... like basically like coming from the ground and coming up. Ice Crest Shield. We're finding a lot of ice stuff around here, so I think that's worth thinking about. Small metal round shield, heavier than a wooden shield, but boasts higher damage negation. The Ice Crest originates from a Carian princess. Though the effect is slight, it boosts magic damage negation and resistance to frost. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. Of course, yeah. Like frost stuff, a lot of it comes from Caria. I don't know why I was forgetting that before. FP, Dung Beetle, / Scarab, Rhymed Crystal Bud. Oh, woke up one of them. That's good. Oh, missed up my timing there. At least I could stun him for one hit. I think actually that one's pretty easy to not get hit by. Okay, I thought he wasn't dead yet. I was like, what's going on? What is he doing? Why aren't my hits hitting him? Alright, I just want to wrap up the left side in case anything happens and I die. I can feel good about this side being fully explored. And I do. And I do. Alright. Let's hit some of these guys, and I think they're... I love that they're just in the fountain. It's great. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Two at once. Not cool, not cool, not cool, not cool. I figured that they would drop down, but I was hoping, like, only one at a time. But clearly, that ain't the case. Oh, my God. Ah, no. That's not surprising. It's not surprising. I did this to myself. And I guess there's no reason to fast cut now that I think about it, because I'm not going to head back up to the right. I'm just going to go straight through the center and try to, yeah, I'm just going to go through the center. Let's see if I can get one of them at a time, though. So that's going to be my goal here. Short bow. You're what I want. Yeah, that worked. Cool. Should have done that before. I don't know what I was thinking. Alright. Yeah. Nope. And there we go. Timing for that one, like I said, is pretty easy. The punch, at least. What you gonna choose this time? Something I'm not good at dodging. Okay. I guess I'm Not surprised. Oh god, oh god. I might die again here. Lucky me, I didn't. Lucky me. Yeah, I don't know if another guy's just gonna pop out at me at some point, so... There's so many hidden giant hands in this area. Yeah, he's trying. He's trying. He sure did try. And I sure did miss my big hit there. Nice. Aw. I was too late to be able to stun him there. No! No, my god! Okay. Ah, one more hit and I'm dead. Okay. Nice. Okay, another big hand down. These guys are so creepy. I love it. I love how creepy they are. Somber Smithing Stone 2. Somber Smithing Stone 2. And now I guess I'll go through the center a little bit so I can feel like I fully explored it and don't have to do it again in case I die again, you know? Smithing Stone 2. So many minor hands, so many tiny ones. Okay. Looks like this center I am good on. More giant hands waiting to leap out at me. No, I'm going to take out this guy. I know he's trying to ambush you for going for that item there. That's really what he was doing there. Because he was a jerk. I almost missed the timing on that. I actually think I got lucky on it. Yeah, actually hanging out by their stub there is a pretty good spot. Golden Root 4. More Somber Smithing Stones, I'm betting. Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure there's nothing else. Hey, wait a second. I don't know if I knew about this. Does not open from this side. I don't remember that. That's interesting. Right. Okay. Let me get that guy out and check for more giant hands just in case. I really want to see where that leads to or what might lead down to it. Maybe I do know how to get there. Actually, I do know how to get there. I take it back. I don't know if I did it, but I know how to get there. Yeah, so see how this guy just popped out of the ground? There's going to be a whole lot of those. You can actually see one of them right there. Two of them. So see the, like, here. The tiny hands are the small ones. Those big hands are the big guy. There's no reason for me to activate them because there's no items. But usually they try to be sneaky and be by an item that you're going to want. So, yeah. Another hand over there that I'm just going to avoid because I already killed that area. So let's go do a sweep of the right now. Hey, look, another giant hand on the prowl to the left-hand side that I don't have to worry about. Okay, you, though, I don't want you following me around, so let's do it. Yeah, it's like interesting that instead of having spiders, they were like, okay, we did spiders in Bloodborne, right? Let's try to avoid having a spider again, but we want an enemy that's like a spider, so maybe we can have the best of both worlds and have like a hand that's a spider. That's the one. That's it. And it's cool and creepy. Yeah, apparently they just like drop major Somber Smithing Stones. So as it turns out, this is a way for Somber Smithing Stone 2 specifically farming. Granted, eventually you can get them the exact same way that you get with the bell bearing, so really it doesn't matter that much. You can find a bell bearing for it, but I guess for the time being it's nice if I was using a legendary weapon and needed it. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that there's one of those guys in wait upstairs, but the more you know. Oh no! Oh no! I've actually never gotten hit by that before. I didn't know that's what it did. I mean, I got lucky as hell with that. I don't know how he didn't hit me. But yeah, I actually had no idea that's what that did, to be honest. Alright, yeah, there's so many of those guys everywhere. There's so many ambushes by giant hands. Giant creepy ass hands. Oh my god, speaking of which, you know, I knew there were a bunch of them along the ground here, and for some reason, that specific one, I just wasn't looking. Good thing I noticed the last moment. I guess usually I'm used to it being like an item where the trap is. So it's like, oh yeah, like look for an item, and that's where the trap's gonna be. Yeah, there's a lot of them in this left-hand side, so a lot of them, and I have a feeling that any item I see, okay, there's one, there's another two, actually, and I'll avoid waking up that one by not running over him, because that's one of the big ones. Oh, a bunch of little baby ones waking up right now. So many. Oh my god, another one. They're just everywhere. Okay. Apparently they drop Somber Smithing Stone 2s as well. I think this is a Crystal Bud. Yeah. Alright, there ain't a hand over this guy. Rimmed Crystal Bud. I honestly don't know if that's... Alright, let's look at that one. I guess I have gotten them. Rhymed, excuse me. A young plant frozen into crystal before it can mature, widely found in cold regions. Oh, I guess Caria is a cold region, which makes sense for why it has so much cold spells so far. Alright, we're now back at this spot. Wait, is this a different one than I was just at? Oh, I'm just higher up. Okay, so that's the lower spot, and now I'm just on the right side. Got it. Again, I'm just going to keep on going up the left side before I go into the main area. So I can try to feel like I've fully explored everything, and okay, I guess the left side just naturally goes. Ooh, the left side just naturally goes to the main area. I guess I didn't realize that. I know. Now I know what that does. It's a little scarier. It was never scary before when it never hit me. Ah! I don't know how I survived. I don't know how I survived, but I'm thanking my lucky stars. I just blame the little guy for throwing me off because I'm like, you know, they get those extra hits in. No! Rampaging giant hand. Oh, I don't know how that hit it. Okay. Whew, got lucky there. Alright, so now we're on the back side of this thing, and, what is that item that okay, I thought I saw an item. I do see an item. How did I miss one? It must be a drop from something I killed. Okay. Again, just making sure I don't miss anything. And anything up here? No. Good. Good. Wow, that was a scary moment, but hey, got through it. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Hit that thing. Hit that! You know you want to hit it. Hit it. Alright, let's go check the right side back here. Alright, alright. I think that is the entire lower grounds explored. I mean, there's always the chance I missed something, but I feel like I did a good job doing a sweep, so. Alright, lower ground is good, although, are there some enemies up there? Potentially. Lady Rani, we have long awaited you. I pray for your house's swift revival. May the full moon shine upon Caria. Alright, keep that moon stuff in mind. The moon is very well related to astrology. Is very well related to Caria. Very well related to just the cold, I suppose you could say. Alright, Smithing Stone 4. Another thing I just want to quickly point out is that there's an area up there, but we can't reach it yet, so that's just something to always bear in mind in general when you see an area that's unreachable. And you can even see the item up there to hint that this is an area that we can eventually reach. But very far later, in a way. Yeah, I still don't have enough to level up. Oh, okay, I'm here. Alright, so I think... You know what? I'm going to do an interesting drop-down thing, and then that'll probably wrap up this. I think that these are actually Phantoms of the Knights of Cuckoo, if I remember correctly. They might drop some stuff, and that'll... I mean, these guys can drop things, so hopefully one of them will. And that'll clue in on if I'm correct or not about that. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of them that appear, and they will ambush you that way. Bolts, that's not what I wanted. You were not listening to me at all. It's not what I requested. You know what? I'm going to play it safe and use this, because why not? Before I get, like, super ambushed here. And yeah, I think they don't start appearing here until you go to the very last tower. Oh, okay, so this guy did. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. This one will be a quick cut. Alright, so I actually found a Rhea Lucarian helm from that guy. So I'm just going to turn it on now because of what I got. But Rhea Lucarian helm was the drop. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Rhea Lucarian helm. I don't think we've gotten one. Oh my god, what the hell just hit me? Oh, so that guy does appear. I didn't think he'd appeared yet, but alright. That's good that he won't get me this time. Okay, anyways, Rhea Lucarian helm. Helm worn by a Rhea Lucarian Academy soldiers. Its brow is adorned with a single cuckoo feather. So I guess the Rhea Academy Knights are specifically the Cuckoo Knights, so these are Cuckoo Knights here. The name's so silly. It's just funny to me that they went with that. Knights of the Cuckoo. Cuckoo. I wonder if that was a George R.R. Martin thing or if that was a Miyazaki thing there. I actually wonder how that swap happened as well. Like, did George R.R. Martin... you can go on that. That's what I was gonna do. Did George R.R. Martin write it and then in English, presumably, and then it had to get translated for Miyazaki and From Software, and then was there any back and forth from there? And now it's just funny because it's like, okay, first the story got translated to Japanese for Miyazaki, and who knows what might have gotten lost in translation. And then now we're getting it back to English from Miyazaki's version. So Miyazaki took the original English version, obviously changed things and adapted it for the game. And now we're getting the English translation of that. So I wonder how many things just were lost in translation both ways. All right, so once you go to this tower, make sure to drop down here. While the rune arc is nice, what's really nice is going to be what's going down here. That's really what we wanted to do with that set of towers and the real destination. And I believe it's going to be what's below that ladder, and that ladder is actually going to lead me to what I was asking about before, or mentioning before. Anything here? No, I guess not. I just wanted to double check. So, all right. I guess they just have it there for style points. And where... I mean, okay, there we go. I was going to say, there's the opening I was asking about, but the Sword of Night and Flame. And I think this is actually one of the weapons you need that's a legendary weapon for that achievement I was talking about earlier. Storied Sword and Treasure Caria Manor, one of the legendary armaments. So one of the things that you need for that achievement. Astrologers, who preceded the sorcerers and is one of the classes you can choose in the game, established themselves in mountaintops that nearly touch the sky and consider the fire giants their neighbors. So, apparently the astrologers actually started. I thought maybe it was here. I guess they actually started way up in the mountaintops. And the mountaintops is also where the fire giants apparently happen to preside. So, there you go with that. And now that door's open. So I'm going to go ahead and warp back to the manor lower level. And that'll wrap up this episode. And, yeah. So, thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time for more Let's Play Elden Ring. Key Edition. Where's my wave? There it is. Later, guys. Peace.